Since I'm in the spa today, I thought I would talk about a common skincare misconception. Here's the question I want to ask. Is your skin actually oily? I think this is one of the biggest questions in terms of skincare, and sometimes people don't even realize they need to ask it. I hear it all the time as an esthetician, and even before, when I was just a makeup artist. A client would come in, they would say, oh my goodness, I'm so oily, and I would put foundation on their skin and it would go and just suck it right up. And I didn't really see any pores on their face. Probably a good indication that you're not actually oily. Now, of course, I see it all the time with my spa clients. So what's the deal? Are you actually oily? Here's the answer. For a lot of people, you may think that you're really oily, but actually you're super dehydrated. Let me lay it out for you. There's 4 skin types: combination, oily, normal, and dry. Skin type is what we are born with. It is genetically what we are predisposed to be. But there's also skin conditions. These are anything from acne, rosacea, eczema, hyperpigmentation, anything that needs treatment. So dehydration is a skin condition. It's not a skin type. Any skin type can be dehydrated. When people think they're oily, but I'm not seeing a lot of large pores, I'm seeing tightness and flaky skin and rough texture, that is a really good indication that you're actually dehydrated. So what's happening here? Your skin needs moisture. If you're not giving it moisture, like you're not using the correct products for your skin type, you're using super abrasive and harsh products that are stripping your skin of all its natural oils, or maybe you're using super mattifying, intense makeup products because you think you're oily, and so you're using like mattifiers and really mattifying foundation and using a lot of powder, all you're doing is stripping your skin even more of the moisture and oil that it so desperately needs. So what's it gonna do? Create it. Because it needs it, it's going to overproduce it. You're desperately trying to get rid of the oil by doing all of these harsh things. Your skin is desperately trying to produce oil because it needs it to moisturize. All your skin is going to do is overproduce oil. So how can you actually tell whether you're actually oily or you're dehydrated? One of the biggest indicators to me is pore size. Now, before I get into this, let me just have a little side note and say pores are normal. And in today's world, I think that needs to be said because we live in the world of Facetune and Instagram and Photoshop and blurring of, skin in general. So pores are normal. Seeing pores, even on perfectly healthy, beautiful skin, is normal and natural. But pore size is a great way to differentiate between the skin types. If you have hardly any visible pores on your skin, nowhere to be seen, you're probably dry. And if you're dry, you probably know that already because you probably feel it. If you maybe have a little tiny bit of visible pores in the T-zone area, but they blend to next to nothing on the rest of your face, you might be a little more normal. If you have larger pores around your T-zone and they just sort of barely fade as you get farther along, that's what we would call combination skin. Maybe you're a little oily here, but the rest of your skin can be a little dry. And then of course, if you have enlarged pores on your whole face, you're probably more oily. And let's face it, if you live in Southern California like I do, we live in a desert, or a chaparral if you want to be really specific. But basically everybody's dehydrated. Also, here's another fun tip for you. Your water intake doesn't directly correlate with your skin's hydration. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're not drinking any water, of course your entire body is going to be dehydrated and therefore your skin as well. But I hear it all the time from clients where I start to talk about dehydration and they say, oh my gosh, I drink so much water. Well, that's good and that does matter, but your skin hydration, I think, has more to do with what products you're putting on your skin. So drinking water is great, but you also have to be using the correct products for you topically. Okay, so what can you do? First things first, make sure you are using the correct products at home for your skin. Now, I recognize that's easier said than done, but 2 things that'll make it easier is 1, if you're in the area, come see me for a facial. I can look at your skin and assess what skin type you have and what conditions you're dealing with, and therefore make a good product recommendation for you. Another option though, if you're not near me, is to do skin coaching with me. This is a new service that I'm offering. It's all done virtually through Zoom and FaceTime, and I'm gonna help assess your skin, figure out what you need to do, and ultimately find the right home care products for you. Another super important thing is exfoliation. Every skin type needs to exfoliate, but especially when you're dealing with dehydration, exfoliation is key. Sloughing off all that dead skin so that your skincare products can correctly absorb into the skin and give you all that nice moisture that it needs. So there you have it. Ask me any and all questions that you have. I'm here to help, and let me know if you are interested in skin coaching or scheduling a facial. See you next time. You guys, also, can we just talk about how glowy my skin is in this light? Talk about balance and hydration. Case in point.